Hey, what's going on guys? Arekkz here, and if you missed yesterday's news, then we just got another confirmed returning monster to add to the Iceborne roster. None other than Nargacuga's icy, aggressive, amber-fanged cousin, Barioth. Now, I'm sure many of you are already familiar with Barioth, especially if you've played previous Monster Hunter titles, but for those of you that began your hunting career in the new world, then this may well be your first time going face to face with this beast. So if that's the case, then this video is for you. We're going to take a look at this returning monster, its traits, weaknesses, armor and more, and ultimately aim to answer the question, just who is Barioth? Of course, if you do enjoy this video, then a like would be super appreciated. If you missed yesterday's update, then you can catch that over on the channel, and if you want to stay bang up to date on all things Monster Hunter, then be sure to turn on those notifications as we'll continue covering all the latest news as it drops. Now let's begin. Barioth, also known by its similar name in Japan, Barioth, is an ice tusk quadrupedal flying wyvern. Much like its stealthier cousin Nargacuga, Barioth too has some cat-like features to its design. Although in Barioth, when I say cat, we're clearly leaning more towards that of a saber-toothed tiger than, your regular household cat. It was first introduced in Monster Hunter's 3rd generation, Monster Hunter Tri, shortly followed by Monster Hunter Portable 3rd, 3 Ultimate, Generations Ultimate, and soon Iceborne. Barioth was first described as a wyvern that ruled the eternally frozen tundra. Using their huge tusks and spiked scales, they were capable of moving freely around the icy terrain, which in turn made it very difficult to keep up with them. Looking at the monster's design, you can of course see that it has these sleek, sharp, icy white plates and spikes that line its neck, spine and tail. Its face features these gigantic curved amber tusks, and its forelegs, also featuring these fearsome looking spikes, are where a lot of Barioth's power comes from. Much like Naga, it too has a long, deadly tail, but on Barioth, his tail has a hefty spike club at the end, which is for sure something you want to watch out for in combat since it's capable of sweeping in around its body to catch unsuspecting hunters off guard. Barioth is able to move quickly and attack wildly in battle. Using the strength of its forearms, one of its signature moves is the shoulder barge, where it will turn its side to face you and slam in your direction. Getting hit by this will not only deal great damage, but also send you flying in the process. Additionally, given its wings, Barioth can fly up into the air and get the aerial advantage on hunters below. From here, it's capable of firing out devastating ice blasts, which can inflict the ice blight status on you, putting you in a rather dangerous predicament. Barioths are also capable of kicking up these huge icy tornadoes that control areas within the battlefield, which can, at times, make it difficult to approach. From this month's exclusive Game Informer coverage, they also mentioned that the developers were keen to point out that Barioth is the king of this new icy territory, the Hoarfrost Reach, which raised an interesting question when thinking about how it would interact with Tigrex. We see a short snippet of it having a turf war with Bambaro, which is exciting, but since Tigrex himself has always been a pretty dominant apex, the question does remain, who would really win in a battle? I guess we'll have to wait and see. For those of you curious, it is possible to break both of the iconic amber tusks on a Barioth, as well as severing its tail, and that's of course going to be an important part when farming materials, because you're going to want to farm all the parts you can, because Barioth has some incredibly awesome armor. Speaking of which, the Game Informer digital article also went on to reveal the Barioth armor for World. Now this is pretty interesting, since much like the Nargacuga armor we've seen, it appears to be based on the high rank model from previous games, despite being a master rank monster, aka G rank. It might well be that in light of these monsters never being in World before, Capcom are resorting to their more iconic armor sets, or perhaps they have plans to use the G rank models another way. G-Rank Barioth gear has always been incredibly awesome, so it would be cool to see it in-game in some way, shape or form, but I do for one love the high rank designs too, so I'm still happy with this. Barioth also has some equally incredible weapons. We get a slight look at them in this image, but not clearly. I do genuinely hope they use the models of old, because Barioth 2 had some amazing weapon designs. I hope it doesn't get the same metal treatment again, but we'll of course have to wait and see. For the time being though, that's pretty much it. That is your quick look at Barioth. For those of you that have yet to fight it, another incredibly exciting addition to Iceborne's roster, and yet more reasons to be excited for September. I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. Remember to hit that subscribe button and also click on the little bell icon to turn on notifications so you don't miss my next upload. Also don't forget, you can check out 269 and Paradise Central streaming over on Twitch 6 days a week. You can find a link to the multi-stream in the description box down below. Be sure to drop by and get involved. Thanks again for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.